Last time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer. 3 roommates continue the search for clues to find out if their neighbor across the street, Professor X, murdered his lover, Nancy. We rejoin the gang in their pursuit of truth on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.
Out the window late one night, we saw a terrifying sight. Our neighbor murdering his wife.
Allegedly.
We search for clues to find the truth.
Please help me.
To catch a killer on the loose.
There's blood everywhere.
Become the greatest roommate sleuths.
Anybody got any clues?
Guys, welcome to another episode. Our Neighbor's a Murderer, and we are back. I've gotten better at saying murderer. I've been practicing in front of a mirror. Allegedly. That's the most key thing, I think, to all of this is we don't know much. We're trying to figure out. Like, one thing I do know for sure is that he murdered Nancy.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We don't know that, but like
for sure
he killed her. And like how, we don't know, but it was like a bludgeoning of some kind.
Maybe.
Could be.
Well, that's what we're here for, right? To figure just that thing out. So
yes, and while we're doing that, we make a lot of mistakes along the way. We're kind of screw ups, guys. So here's our next segment called Mistakes We've Made. Let's just add as many sound effects as we can.
That'll be a mistake I made next week. Adding that sound
Hey guys,
effect.
remember when Michelle made that sound effect? Awkward
turtles.
I honestly, like, as much as we make a ton of mistakes, I don't really think we made any error in Josh's episode.
It was pretty much perfect.
We're kind of perfect on the podcast, but I thought since we didn't have any podcast mistake, I could tell you a mistake I made in real life.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So this basically happened to me the other day. I was walking with one of my friends and we were out on the street and it was night. And
Where was I when you were walking with a friend?
You were probably at the apartment. I don't know. Brandon.
Okay.
Go on with your
story. Go on with your story. It's fine.
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. We can hang out.
I'm just wondering where I was. I don't know.
This is why I'm an honorary roommate. So
Michelle does not want to get involved.
Well, sometimes I just... All right. I can be needy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Look,
I don't want to be...
Just a little bit, but that's what we love about you.
We love that about you.
We love that you need us.
Back to the story.
Okay.
So I was walking with a friend, and these 2 guys pass us, and they're walking past us, and they go, "I love your hair," and I immediately go, "Thank you," and they go, "Not you, the other one."
Oh.
Yeah, so that was a big mistake for me.
Oh no.
Well, if I would have been the one you were walking with, that wouldn't have happened. I can tell you that much. Because I think the quality of my hair is not comment worthy.
Okay, well, I don't want you to have that thought. That's not...
No, it's not a slam against me. It's really, I think, a commentary on who you spend your time with.
Brandon's a very clean-cut guy. He has a very, I don't want to say predictable, but predictable?
Sturdy.
That's a good word, I guess.
Personality.
If you put stuff in your hair, product in your hair, you're going to lose that hair. Like much quicker.
Really?
So I feel like I go all natural and then, leave out the L'Oreal and just go that route because I think that's going to benefit you more in the end.
I also think if you were walking with me, you would not have gotten that comment either because we pretty much have the same hair.
Michelle and I
we have curly hair.
We go to the same barber and get the
Yeah.
same haircut. And it's cute.
Yeah, and we get discounts because we go together at the same time.
We go together and we actually just tell them to hold the scissor in each hand and cut us both at the same time.
Curly hair doesn't really matter,
No.
No one can ever tell when I get a haircut.
No one can cut my hair. No one knows what to do. They always make it square.
Yeah.
And I look like a Lego.
I get the triangle.
Yeah.
And then I look like a stormtrooper.
It's always just a shape and it's the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so your mistake was walking with the wrong person?
I don't think it was walking with the wrong person. My mistake was assuming that someone was complimenting me. Just like being so self-confident that I was like, "Thank you, good sir."
Oh, but that's a good thing though, right? Isn't it good to be confident. I don't know what that's like. You guys.
Yeah,
What is it like, Guy?
I don't know, but I do think someone knows, and that's our featured guest.
Boo, boo, boo.
We can't keep adding so many sound effects. This is getting ridiculous. I'm gonna just have our guest introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Mary Screpple.
Mary Scribble.
Scribble.
Scrapple.
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 Scrapple. I feel so bad
Kind of
that
like Scrabble, but like with an E. Scrapple.
Scrapple.
Or like an E and a P. There's no B in it.
So not
Scrapple.
really like Scrabble.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because like you work in our building and
Yeah, it's okay. It really is. It
Mary
really is so
Scrapple.
good to see y'all. Like, to actually get to like really, like hang out.
like we haven't really talked that much, and like I see you probably every day just like hanging out. Like you kind of, I feel like you have kind of like a
Like a-
spectrum of job responsibilities.
Whoa.
Well, I'm really glad that you brought that up because I don't know if we should like if it's me or if y'all should start saying it, but like technically like what I put on tape or on paper is that I'm a mailman, but in my heart of hearts, I'm a concierge.
So you're that's like a mailman and a doorman combined.
And a friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
just
like
someone you can talk to and who gives you your mail, but also like if a weird person's trying to get into your apartment, like I won't let that person in,
right.
You told me not to.
Wow. So like even security, in a way, security detail is a
Part of my
part
job.
of that job.
Now, the actual security does get upset when I take over.
Yeah.
But I think it's just out of like insecurity.
You like maybe you do it better than they do.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Well, yeah, because I know like Jim takes his job very seriously. That's our security guard for
Yeah.
the building, and he is.
Yes, I love Jim.
Jim is not as cool as he. Like,
What?
He
Wow.
seems pretty cool. He's got like cool hipster glasses.
Mary
they're
probably
not even
knows.
prescribed.
Oh, really?
No.
They're not.
How do you know that?
Because there are no lenses in it.
Well, wait a
Yep.
second. Wait a second. Isn't that then like he's doing the hipster thing, right? Like, isn't that
Well,
how you're supposed to be a hipster?
There's a part of me though that's like, doing things just for the sake of doing them. Like that's a statement he's trying to make about himself and not a need that he has for glasses. Like
Don't judge him so
I'm learning
harshly.
I don't know.
Michelle really likes Jim.
No, I don't.
Is this the person Michelle likes? Like we all have
No,
somebody that
I don't like anyone. I live alone and I'm fine.
Jim's like 65 just to paint a picture. So like
I don't know. He seems nice. Have you ever seen the movie The Holiday? And you know that elderly man that Kate Winslet makes friends with? That's kind of our relationship. We're just buddies.
I haven't seen it.
What about like Lost in Translation? Would it be like Bill Murray and ScarJo? in
No,
Lost
that
in
was
Translation?
definitely romantic.
Definitely
oh,
romantic.
so there's no
Yes.
romance involved.
There's no romance. It's more of just like, I like him.
Okay, that's good.
Mary, did you have any sort of romantic relationship with Jim, or is this like angst? Just like
No, I mean, Jim and I, it's a.
Be careful with the word Gemini. We have.
oh yeah, we
problems
have
with,
some problems with Gemini.
Gemini
Oh,
seem
okay.
to yeah.
Oh
But
God!
yes, Jim
Please
and-
stop
you
commenting.
and
By
Jim,
the way,
yeah.
on all the
Yeah.
Geminis out there.
Please back off.
Please back off. I'm so sorry. Like our reviews are just flooded with
Geminis.
Gemini.
Well, I wasn't talking about. I'm talking about Jim.
Jim.
Me and Jim.
Jim.
Right.
Oh, Jim.
Me
Oh,
and Jim.
thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
okay.
That's a way better way
I
to put
got
it.
scared. I heard the word. I was like, ah.
No. Me and Jim, Jim and myself, and it's complicated. It really is. It's hard to, I think that's why I got so aggressive about the glasses because, Michelle, that was what got me the first time.
Oh God. Ooh.
I fell for his glasses, and then I realized that they weren't prescription glasses, and I realized he's a liar.
God, you
So-
and Jim have some history then.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm over it.
I guess I'm curious, like, as a concierge, what's like one of the weirdest requests you've gotten, or someone just stepping out of line with their requests in the building? Or
Man, I've gotten some weird things. I have some really cool day-to-day things where people are just like, can you start bringing my mail and like stop forgetting to bring it? And then then I have like weird requests like, will you paint my bathroom and stuff? So
they get.
Whoa, you're like.
Yeah, I feel like so. You're like that point of contact when someone's like, "Who would I possibly contact to do this thing I need done?"
Yeah,
concierge. They feel like is just that all in one.
And I'm like, I'm a concierge. Like I'm a man of many trades and all those things, but jack of all trades. That's what I was trying to say.
I think that's what I was gonna say. You're kind of like
a Swiss Army knife, but a human.
Oh.
That is the kindest thing that anyone has ever said to me.
Michelle's full of compliments.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being on our show.
Yeah, I'm having such a good time. It feels good to get out of my concierge room. You know?
Oh yeah, you're stuffed in that room.
It's tiny with 2 dogs. I mean, it's tiny.
And those dogs are for sniffing any trouble out, right?
Yeah, they sniff out any trouble, and they also, they're my best friends.
Oh
my God, that's so sweet.
Yeah, Rufus and Rufus.
Yeah,
Rufus and Rufus. That is cute.
Thanks.
Which that feels like that almost feels like a throwback to what were those Roman? They're like those Roman children that were like raised by a wolf. I'm trying to remember.
Oh,
it's like,
Romulus.
Romulus and Remus.
I think so.
Yeah, which it feels like a throwback. They were like, those are strong figures. Like our names for dogs, especially, I feel like are very strong names.
And then like Romulus and Remus ended up fighting each other, and Romulus killed him, and that's why Rome is called Rome.
Really?
What?
I'm pretty sure if my history classes have taught me anything, it's that. But this may also be in the mistakes we've made segment in the next episode.
Yeah, we'll do some research.
Hedge our bets on that one.
We will see.
It was a lot better than my reference. I thought you were talking about Mowgli. Does Mowgli get raised by
yes,
that is
the
the Jungle Book.
Yes, also, yeah.
Which, honestly, also a great reference, because he was kind of like, he was a Swiss Army knife of sorts.
Yeah.
He was just a wild child and swung from vines. He was part animal, part man.
Well, that's exactly what I want to ask you is like, do you feel, maybe you feel a kinship to these dogs because like you have such a keen sense of things going on in this building. I feel like you have the behind the scenes that we don't see because like, it's we don't pass a lot of people in the hallway here. I don't feel like I see neighbors around here a lot, right?
And you know what? Don't tell my boss, but there are a lot of secret passageways in this building.
There are not.
There are.
Now.
I can't. I would get fired. And where would Rufus and Rufus and I sleep?
My God.
That's a good point. I mean, I don't want to do anything that like puts your job in jeopardy.
Can I just say something that has just sprung to mind right now? If there are secret passages in Professor X's building, how could you utilize those to take someone out?
Are there secret? Do you know anything about the building across the street?
Okay, can we make sure that my boss isn't listening to this?
I mean, if anything
right
needs like beeped out or something, right? Like,
yeah,
so
we will beep it out.
If anything happens, like, can you just sound out my
we'll just voice change you. We'll voice change you.
Yes. Oh, I want to do that for my voice.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like how mine sounds.
We'll do both of ours, so then that whoever's listening is like, there were 2 people.
Right.
Yeah, maybe 6 people on the podcast.
Change all of our voices for like
5 seconds. All of our voices will change.
So if somebody's listening, they're just like,
Yeah, they're just really confused for a little bit.
But
yeah, I used to work in what y'all call Professor X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Professor X. He's the bald man.
Yes, yeah, the really handsome one.
Oh, gorgeous!
Yeah.
Some would say
A little Patrick Stewart-y.
Oh my God!
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Spot on,
yes.
but like more handsome. Sorry,
A
Patrick.
little
Stewart.
more handsome. Right. Yeah. Yeah. There were some secret passageways in that building as well. It's very Chicago, you know.
To have
Right,
like
you
secret
know,
passages.
you know what it reminds me of is that that murderer, that serial killer from Chicago who
Yeah.
owned the hotel.
Oh, that's fascinating. That whole story.
I don't remember his name.
Holmes. It's something Holmes. H.H. Holmes. So this is crazy, right? He was a con man, and
Brandon
he developed
knows. Brandon knows.
I'm fascinated by this story. He's a con man. What was? Do you know the year? When about the year?
I want to say 1929,
like
but that is a total guess.
He was a con man that would take people's money and then they would sort of disappear, right? And he developed a hotel that he took over after his boss mysteriously disappeared. And his boss owned this hotel. He took over this hotel. And then he turned it into a murder palace.
What?
Like all these secret passages.
Oh, that's scary. I'm not going to be able to sleep. Oh, that's scary.
It was insane.
And that's here in Chicago?
That was here in Chicago.
Is this hotel?
I've never heard of that.
They later found like bodies in the walls, in these secret rooms, in like these basement places that you had to use like a secret like door to get into, like all these like hidden nooks and bodies were just in there.
Oh no, I'm gonna be so scared because I have to use the secret passageways to get around really easily.
Do you go in between the buildings?
I have to. That's the only way, because if I'm out on the street, then random people are gonna be like, "Go, I'm out of toilet paper. Will you?" Oh,
people ask you. They just because you wear your concierge uniform all the time.
Yeah,
you're wearing it right now, and
it's a bit like Fame. Like, you know, people stop me on the street, and I want to be a normal person.
So just to clarify, then, are you the concierge for like multiple buildings in our neighborhood?
Yeah, I work a good couple, and what's great is that I have access to all of them
through the secret passageways.
Yeah.
I really want to go. I mean, what we wouldn't tell anyone. We would be.
It's very intricate. It's taken years to memorize.
All I want to know is there a moving bookcase?
Yeah,
just a bookshelf.
Just one shelf. I think.
I made a mistake right there. A shelf would be boring. Is there a moving bookcase?
There are 3 moving bookcases and 1 moving bookshelf.
Oh, I want to see the shelf. I secretly really wanted there to be a moving bookshelf.
That one's just really hard because you have to go in it like military style. You have to like crawl through it.
It's a shelf. It's tiny.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
Which, let's be honest, if you want a passage to be secret, just make the shelf move, not the whole bookcase.
Exactly.
And are we talking about like a feel under the shelf to find the button? Are we talking about a pull back the book?
Man, it ranges. Some are very obvious, which I'm surprised at. Like,
I can tell just by looking at you. You found most of these yourself. I feel like you were on the lookout for these.
It was a boring day, and Jim and I had just gotten. Jim and myself.
Thank you.
Jim and myself.
Yes,
thank you. That's Michelle vomited really quickly.
No, I love Geminis. I love them.
We just really don't want to get any more hate mail.
Yes, please stop.
Myself and Jim.
Thank you. Thank you.
We had like had a little. You're welcome. We had a little dispute, and I was upset, and I just needed some air, but I was looking for air on the inside, and I found just this bookcase, and it had a very huge red button.
Is it the one that said the bookcase on the 4th floor that says press here, the red button, press here to open secret passage?
Press that button. I thought it was an alarm system. I thought it was an alarm system.
Yeah, it looks like, well,
it says press here to open secret passage, and I was like, that's too easy.
I know, and I just trusted my instincts. I pressed it. And honestly, the reason why you haven't gone in the passages is because I don't want people to go. It's my secret place. It's my hiding place. So I've been going to the really obvious ones. And on that button, I'm the one that put the sign, if you press this, an alarm will go off. That's why.
Okay.
I was going to say, because that verbiage had changed, and I was like, they've rewired this building in some way. Like, I thought the secret passage thing was like somebody, you know how people will add like googly eyes to a sign, like a crosswalk sign? I was like, someone's screwing around.
Like trying
with
to be
this.
whimsical.
Right.
Here's
like
my thing.
They want someone to push this, and then someone's got to pay for the fire department that showed up.
I saw the button before the change, before you changed it, but I just thought it was someone like, okay, push this button. Like,
and like a fart noise comes out or
right,
something.
because that's happened to me. There's a button on the 14th floor that you just press it and it makes a fart noise.
Sorry, that was a decoy. That was me.
What?
Mary, you would.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta protect my passageways.
I gotta ask because I feel like we have to know. Have you run into Professor X during your time?
In the passageways?
Well, in the passage, that would
especially,
be
yes,
that would be super
incredible
interesting.
evidence to have.
But like
No.
in your day to day as a concierge, has he ever asked you for anything? Have you run into Nancy, his murdered wife or girlfriend? Allegedly, maybe,
Allegedly,
but definitely
possibly. She's missing for sure.
You know,
she's dead.
Nancy and I used to talk a bunch. She
Really?
loved Rufus and Rufus.
I knew she loved
lover.
dogs. I knew it, you guys. I called it.
Michelle, how'd you know?
I had a feeling. You guys, I knew it. I knew she was a dog person. Cause he's a cat person, clearly.
Professor Whiskers.
Yes, Professor Whiskers. And Nancy would not have approved of that because she's a dog person. Yes.
I think that does make sense. She definitely reads as a dog person. She has a dog personality herself, I feel like.
Yeah.
Very loyal, very kind.
Yes.
Very
Eats
like
eats
they're
at very
for-
specific times during the day.
loves to run.
Oh, loves running.
Yeah, she-
Into leashes, like we saw some things.
Oh. I dropped those leashes off. You saw some things, I brought some things.
lots of those. Yeah.
So okay, so wait, so you talk to Nancy a lot.
Yeah.
And are these like interactions where she's like asking you for help, like with something around the apartment, like as a concierge, or does she look to you as like a friend?
She treated me like a friend, and and less like a concierge, and it was so kind. She made me feel like a Swiss Army knife, but like not a used one.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Mary, you're beautiful inside and out.
Thank you. It's been a rough couple of months, so
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to Nancy in a while, so
Well,
she was kind of my rock, and
so Nancy was like one of your only friends. I mean, you've
human
been
friends.
human friends, right? You've been like working here for like a couple of years, and like I've never spoken to you. Like I say hi every once in a while when I see you at your front desk
And
or
I
in the
appreciate
concierge
that when you
room.
do.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
glad. I try to
write
say
in
it
my
like
journal.
very
It's
friendly.
Really sweet.
What was that?
I write it in my journal.
Oh,
Guy said, "Hey."
oh.
Yeah.
I always
That's
assume
nice.
like people don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? Like I'm passing by. I feel like I always debate it in my head. I'm like, I could say hi to this person,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, they're doing their thing. They don't know me. They don't need me saying
I'm always afraid someone won't remember me. Like I'll be like, hi, and then you'd be like,
Michelle.
hello.
I'm always afraid.
Michelle. I know you.
I'm always afraid that I'll say hi, and they'll be like, "No, not you, the other person." That happened to me with my hair.
Was there.
That's a callback. I'm really sad about it. So I have to ask. So
Yeah.
because there's a part of us that really doesn't want to know Nancy's real name, but you seem close enough to her that thank you for referring to her as
Of
Nancy.
course,
But
of
I'm
course.
sure. Did you ever find out her real name? Were you guys on a name-to-name basis?
And
Well,
don't tell us. But tell us, but don't tell us. But also
Tell us, but it could be like a fake name if you don't
Yeah,
want to say.
But
her
don't
real
tell
name.
us. But do.
Well, if it doesn't please you, we can just blur it out, just like the other.
Maybe we
other
should beep
things.
it out, like so we know, but we want people out there to investigate as well.
Yeah.
It's true.
But
Yeah.
there is like also like a question of the privacy of Professor X
Yeah.
and Nancy. Like if he did not murder her, do we?
And if
really...
she's just like on a vacation in Greece or something.
right, and she comes back super tan, and like Professor X is in jail, and she's like, "What happened? I just got tan, and you're in
think
jail."
Be like, our neighbor's got
I think that's-
podcasting equipment.
I noticed our neighbor's got podcasting equipment, and now you're in jail.
No, I think she's done with him. I think she's done with him. I
'Cause
think
she's
there. I don't think there's any reason
dead.
for her to come back to.
She's not coming back because she's
Maybe
in heaven.
She might be. Well,
Or hell.
definitely.
I don't
If
know.
she's then
In
yeah,
between.
for sure, heaven.
Or is it an
I-
angel?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
An angel. She could be an angel. I just watched this movie
she'd
called
be-
Date with an Angel from like the 80s, and it was really good. Shout out to the producers. film. Great job.
I have yet to see that. Do you recommend?
Yes and no. It's really bad. It's like giant fake wings. Like
okay, yeah, classic.
Is that the
like,
baseball one?
No, it's not Angels in the Outfield, which I love. I love Angels. I love angel-based films. All Dogs Go to Heaven,
Isn't
another
there also
angel-based film.
I watched that with Rufus and Rufus a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
They get nervous,
Yeah.
and I have to put that on to remind them, like, all dogs go to heaven, and especially you two.
Are they like questioning religiously? Like, are they questioning?
They don't say it, but like their eyes, you know, I can read everything in those eyes.
yeah.
Right.
And sometimes, like, when it's 5 o'clock and the day's just kind of whizzed by, and I look in their eyes and they kind of give me this look of like, do I even exist?
Whoa.
Wow. Rufus and Rufus.
Well, so I'm just curious to ask, like, you see your dogs thinking that, but like, have you, in your quiet moments in the secret spaces of our buildings, has that thought occurred to you?
I think, in a way, I was projecting.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, y'all caught on to that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
felt
like
like
honestly, if you had like a projector sitting next to you, that would be the only way that it would be more clear.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
I think
3,000 lumens or something.
Yeah, I think that was, Brandon, you put it perfectly. I think it was a projection. And I walk through those secret passageways, and sometimes I think, you know, why do I exist? Then I remember it's because my friends need mail. And
your friends need mail.
And some people need toilet paper. Some people need their bathroom cleaned. Apparently, it's a lot of bathroom things. But
I actually really need toilet paper right now, but no one's allowed to go into my...
I can drop it off on the doorstep.
No. You can bring it here. No one...
Michelle has never let anyone into her apartment, and we're very curious what's going on in there, but we also respect her privacy. She's probably a murderer. But like,
no,
we're
I'm
not...
I have a collection, and it's just embarrassing, and...
It's not Wade figurines.
I do.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
That out. Yeah.
I do have to ask, what is the sign like? Because I'm always at your door, like dropping the mail off, and you have a sign just like a bunch of hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics. Today's word of the day is hieroglyphics.
You know, what is it? Does that have to do with anything in your apartment or?
Well, I went to see Night at the Museum 2, and that was one of the promotional posters that they gave me.
Oh, why wouldn't you put that inside your apartment?
Amazing.
That's an interesting choice, Michelle. But I respect your artistic, like...
I don't know. I just
freedom.
thought, like, to see more mysterious, or I don't know. I just...
It's worked. I mean,
that's true.
You're such like a bright personality, but then you have like this kind of... I think you're a Gemini.
No, I'm not.
You kind of have like this dark...
Wait, have you and Jim been hanging out?
What?
Did you say her and Jim have been hanging out?
Oh, no, Gemini.
No,
that time.
Gemini. Yeah, Gemini.
Sorry, it's really confusing.
No, sorry. And again, there's nothing between me and Jim. I just really...
It's fine.
I just like talking
fine.
to him. I just like talking to Jim.
Okay.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
It's fine.
If we were talking about Jim, we would have said Jim and her.
Yeah.
Jim and her. Another...
Jim and her.
Jim and her.
Jim and her.
Anyway. Wait, so we never got Nancy's real name.
Oh,
I have to ask.
I
don't want to know.
Michelle,
but I do.
cover your ears, but also keep them open. Just
but I have to keep. Oh, we have this. Well, I'll take out my headphones, but I can still hear.
Yeah, you could hear it then still.
I don't.
Just keep them in. I'm too nervous.
I know, and I know Professor X's name because
oh God,
I give them their mail. You know.
Do you want to know his name?
And
I think we need to know both.
Would it help y'all if
Okay, so I asked this of one other person. Do you feel it's against your kind of contract as a male person to give away people's information? I know that stealing mail is a federal offense, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for saying male person, by the way.
Yes.
I think that was very progressive of Brandon.
And it was very not progressive of myself to call myself a mailman.
No.
So
That's
thank
your
you.
right. You call yourself whatever yourself wants to call.
No, you're
yourself.
not.
No. Mary.
Oh my! We have internalized misogyny because of
what?
the culture we live in.
Every now and then I feel like we push the secret passage button on you, and then we get in there and we're seeing some of those corridors, and it's just some dark echoes going on down those corridors.
That was the best extended metaphor I've ever heard.
And I feel like we need to distill some of that because dissipate, distill.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Get rid of.
Yeah, sure. I think that works.
Distill would be to concentrate it.
Dispute.
Dissipate.
Dissipate. Let's go with dissipate.
I think dissipate.
Our second word of the day is
Dissipate.
Nice.
Brandon, you're 3 for 3, and I just wanted to say thank you for
keep going.
The second one is I can't tell you the names because as a male person, I'm not allowed to. But my way of trying to like compensate for that was I was going to let you know that Professor X he's been ordering a lot of stuff off of Amazon.
Oh, that's
Amazon
good.
Prime?
Amazon Prime.
Okay,
And I guess
he's got money.
you can't tell us what he's getting because you don't see into the packages.
But the packages are enormous.
And okay, I'm just gonna guess here, but I feel like you've probably delivered so many packages that you can kind of like tell based on like the feel of the package what is kind of going on inside, right?
But these it's exactly that. Like for Christmas, if people send something, I go, that's an Xbox. But usually it's because
she just shook up. She pretended to shake a box. You
yeah.
didn't see, but she just pretended to shake a box and said, "That's an Xbox."
She just shook your Xbox.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of joy to be had in life throughout by surprises.
Yeah.
Professor Xbox.
And oh my God, okay. You found it first.
Surprise.
That was good.
It took me a while.
I think
Amazing.
that's probably the name of this episode.
Yes. Oh, good for you. You got the
Good job.
name in there.
Thank you.
I think that, yeah. Okay. So I think a lot of the joy in life comes from surprises. And I feel like that right there is a case where like you dissipate surprises.
Oh, I don't know.
I was going to try again, but I don't think that one works. You
Who knows?
you get there before, the surprise happens. So I feel like you like diffuse maybe is a better like certain surprises. And I feel like there's a lot of joy that you've missed out on there because of the burdens you've taken on for others as a concierge.
It is sometimes it is hard. It's a big weight on my shoulders. And it takes out a lot of the joy in life. But I just when I get in that low place, I go on the 4th floor, I press that red button. Oh yeah. Sometimes if that's not enough, I go on the 14th floor and I press the fart button.
Honestly, sorry, I just snorted. Oh.
Honestly, that was a pretty good impression of the fart button, Michelle.
Which, by the way, my mom, fart in our house was a swear word, so we would have to say
Really?
We'd have to say pooter. Which sounds worse.
Okay. My mother, as like a like baby child name for me, called me Pooter. And at its worst, it would be Pooter Pumpkin Pie.
Pooter Pumpkin Pie.
That's too
the
much.
full thing.
And in my house, that meant fart.
Like fart. Yeah, it was a fart pie.
I know. Oh, I even like saying this now. If my mom ever listens, she'll be like, I cannot believe you said the F word on your cast.
Wow.
Your mom is such an old soul. I love that.
Yeah.
She'll love this part where I tell her she's an old soul and I love her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sucking up to your mom.
I know.
I'm sweet.
Keep listening.
She cooks really, really, really well. So she always brings over the guys, since they're my honorary roommates, she brings over stuff for them.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
Michigan apple
It's so
pie.
nice. Yeah, she is a really great cook, and we've eaten a lot of her food, and we will continue.
Yes.
As
sounds
long as she
amazing.
continues to make it for us.
That sounds so much fun.
Which she will, because I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to cook.
Every time she walks up with that food, it smells amazing. I'm
You
in
should
my
say hi
room
to
and
her. I'm sure she said hi to you.
Wait, have you never tried Michelle's mom's food?
No, usually I'm in my room eating tuna out of a can.
No, you.
Oh my god.
That's
That's
so
that's
sad.
that's Rufus and Rufus food.
I'm so sorry.
That's not you food. Oh, Mary, do you need some tissues?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I
don't know. I don't know how to cook either. But there's other things other than cans of tuna. There's
It's okay.
frozen
I'm fine.
spinach lasagnas. I do.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I'll bring
I'm
you
so
down
sorry.
some.
I'm making
no.
this. This is
You know what we'll do right now?
what?
We
have a gum
we don't
wrapper.
have tissues, but I did find a gum wrapper.
That works perfectly.
Okay,
Okay.
hand that to her. I'll pass it over.
Oh,
There you go. Wipe away those tears. You blow your nose
sinus
from
congestion.
your mouth. That's
I'm
interesting.
just gonna say you should, get that looked at because
Guys, I think while Mary cleans herself up, it's time to introduce our next segment. How he done did it. Mary, we want to know how you think Professor X killed Nancy, or if you want to go a different route, we're introducing like a new option. If you were to murder Nancy or anyone,
here's what I would
Or
say.
anyone.
I would never, Nancy.
No, not Nancy. I guess that's a bad way to put it.
We're
You're my
looking
best
at
friend.
all aspects that we could possibly get from as many points of view as possible. So we're not suggesting that you would murder someone.
Don't think about.
But we want to say that with the knowledge you have and the skill set that you have, what would be a viable option for someone to go about pulling off said crime?
Okay.
Once again, Brandon puts it so much more poetically than I did.
Yeah.
But how would you kill Nancy?
I know, and I sometimes get scared during this segment because I don't watch horror movies. So if you see me like getting scared, that's just because I frighten easily. Even trailers.
That's how we
for
know.
horror movies.
That's how you know that I'm like always kidding when I say Michelle's a murderer. She's not. She's such a squeamish girl.
I'm squeaking. Although I did kill a bug once. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're gonna get some hate mail for that. You
I
shouldn't
know.
have said that.
Oh God. I'm
Michelle, your
sorry.
hands look so clammy. Do we need to are you okay?
No, I'm okay. I'm excited.
Okay.
You're sweating from your eyes.
I did that earlier.
No, you were
tears.
crying.
I'll find another gum wrapper.
Anyway, okay.
I'm so sorry. I really am not usually this emotional. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Emotions are healthy.
All right, let's do it. How would you go about it?
Well, I think I'm gonna go the route of if I had to kill someone, and the way that I would do it.
Oh my God, I'm scared. Okay, go.
Well, here's what this does. This opens the doors to possibilities that you had not yet
Right.
considered.
Yeah.
For us, maybe
Mary's
this is
gonna bring something forward that we probably would have never thought about.
Our ideas are getting broader and broader on this.
We're building a lot of suspense for Mary's potential murder.
Which is only
let's
good.
just hear
we
it.
have blind spots.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I apologize, Michelle, in advance, but it has to do with this building.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm gonna have nightmares. Okay, it's fine. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. And I might move. I might be moving after.
Listen to me. I know every nook and cranny in this apartment and in these buildings, and I have access to every single building.
Yeah.
Ways in which people have not found me. If I were to kill someone, maybe it was someone that asked me to get them another goddamn roll of toilet paper or something. If I were to kill them, I would take my dogs and I would get them to sniff them out. And I have keys to every single person's apartment.
Oh yeah.
And I would go into their room.
I don't like this. Keep going. I love it.
This is all theoretical, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
No, yeah. Oh,
You're not weirding us out. Keep going.
And I would go into their room, and I would use old recycled envelopes, and I would tie them up somehow with those,
Yeah.
and just maybe like some rubber bands that have, you always as a concierge, you always have to have rubber bands around and paper clips and stuff. So I would just somehow get them to be quiet, and I would take them into one of the secret passageways that I did not tell you all about because it's my favorite, but I will tell you, it's on the 7th floor.
Oh, the button that says favorite passage for Mary.
Yeah, but everybody knows the 7th floor is haunted.
Yeah, I've only been up there once.
From there.
Yeah.
It's because I have a recording of just a ghost that I just have in the... Yeah, I do that to scare people away. Anyways, so I would take them onto the 7th floor in that passageway, and I would leave them there for days until they died of thirst and hunger and loneliness.
At any
Oh
point.
my God.
That was to say if I had to kill someone.
That was
If
good.
you had
That
to,
was
if you
good.
had to, that
If you
would
had
be
to.
a great way.
All I will say is I hope that at some point during this murder, you say, like in a very menacing voice, you go like, "You've got mail." Right? Like I think you'd need to at some point.
It would be my opening line and my tagline.
Yeah.
I would
as you
open
leave
their
the room.
I would open their door, and Rufus and Ruffus would just like come in, and I'd go, knock knock, You've got mail.
Oh my! Now I can't enjoy the Meg Ryan version anymore. Oh.
It wasn't good to begin with.
There's not a reason to enjoy
We'll
that.
talk about this after the cast. Oh my God.
And then whenever I would leave them in the passageway, I would make sure that I had an envelope of the last mail sent to them.
Oh,
And
I like that.
I would hold it, and I would hope it would be like, an invitation, a wedding invitation, or like a holiday card, or just like a personal note from a mom, and their hands would be bound.
Oh my God. Okay, Mary.
Let's see. Here's what I like about this.
My God,
Here's what I like
that's
about
so
this.
awful.
It's both physical and mental. You've gotten into their brain. This is
It's
what I
really
feel
good.
like.
Yeah.
You know how to not, like, you didn't have to harm them on externally, because they are just destroyed internally. I feel like that's a good point. We haven't thought about the working from like the inside out kind of aspect of the whole thing,
Yeah.
starting with the mind.
And I would leave that envelope.
I honestly feel like we got a lot of information from you, Mary. Like, thank you so much for being here. I don't think we solved it. Did we solve it, guys?
Not this time. I don't.
Not this time, but
I will
kinda
leave.
sad
I feel
'cause
like
I
we've
don't
made
think
a
we
new
s-
friend.
Yes.
I feel like I've made 3 new best friends.
Guys, we really did a lot here. Thank you, Mary.
Now, if you out there also have some information that you want to
Yes.
send to us,
Give
you
it to
can
us.
contact us at sleuthmates@gmail.com. That's sleuthmates, SLEUTHMATES @gmail.com. And we also have a phone number, I almost said number, to get voicemails and texts at 815-570-9979. Give us some clues.
Yeah, we really need your help, guys. We need to solve this case. And Mary was nice and helpful, but we didn't get any closer. So please send us anything you can. Love thy neighbor, or they might just murder you. Bye.
So many questions left to answer. What's the deal with Jim, and is he single? Are Rufus and Rufus a Roman reincarnation, making Mary the Mama Wolf? Does anyone have Jim's number? Seriously, what are those digits? And of course, did Professor X murder Nancy? All this and more next time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.